Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. That was so violent. Oh shit. Okay. What is going on? As another reaction video. And this one, well, this one, my 50 cal exploded. And if you do know, if anyone that does know about this video, yes, it is a very, I think it's a very surreal and a crazy video. I remember seeing clips about this a while back, and I wanted to do a reaction to it, and to see how crazy this, how deep that this thing goes, especially for how this man survived this explosion. What is it? Leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe, and what is it? Let's see what happens in this video. Let's go. Okay, I like it.
What's up, everybody? My name is Scott,
Oh my God.
and I'm going to tell you about how my 50 cal exploded and I almost bit the dust about 2 weeks ago.
Oh my God. Look at those injuries, my guy. Oh, dude, his nose. Yeah, his nose is broken. He's all gashed up right here too. Eee.
So I know a lot of you are probably wanting me to explain my injuries, and I'm going to do that, but I think it's best we start from the beginning. I know some of you are going to try to skip around in this video. I highly recommend you stay tuned
Yeah, not to.
and listen to all of this. But for those who are going to skip around, let me clear something up first. This was not the Barrett that we tortured tested, and this was a complete freak accident. There's nothing that I did to have caused this.
Yeah.
So April 9th, 2020.
That's the scary part. When you have a malfunctioning round, it's even scarier if it's a 50 cal, because that's a massive round.
We come out here to shoot a fire hydrant with some slap rounds.
There you go.
Using my VtuberReN50. So we have the VtuberReN50 with the 36-inch long heavy barrel, and we're gonna go ahead and go big or go home and start out with this.
Oh my God.
This is a 50 BMG.
Oh my God, look how he looks prior and after. Oh my God.
Slap tracer round.
It really messed him up.
The slap rounds tend to go a little to the right, so I aimed a little to the left, but this one actually hit true to where I was aiming. We hit right here.
Mm-hmm.
And you can see that thing is smoking.
Yeah.
And then we blew right through the back of this thing. Everything was going pretty smooth. We shot the fire hydrant several times, but the slap rounds were acting a little funny. One of the slap rounds hit like 1.5 feet low and to the right. I say we hit it with one more slap round, but this time aim for the thickest part of the fire hydrant and see what happens.
All right. Oh, that looks like it completely missed. Oh, yeah. Oh, was that like over compact? I would think that was, I don't know, what was the term? Was it too pressure? Was it pressure, over pressurized, or is it there had to be too much powder.
The gun was functioning normally, as it always has. I've been using this gun for a long time now, and I've never had any issues out of it. So before all this happened, we took one last shot, and it was actually really, really cool. The round was stuck out the back of the fire hydrant. This is a 50 BMG silver red tip armor piercing incendiary tracer.
This is okay.
So we went through the top of the fire hydrant.
Explode.
Look at that.
Ooh,
oh my gosh.
That looks dope.
It just stuck out the back. After that, I decided I was going to take one last shot with a slap round and try to hit the thickest spot on the fire hydrant. So before I loaded my last slap round, I know that there was no barrel obstruction because I literally found the round in the fire hydrant. But this last round that I loaded into my VtuberReN50 was a very, very hot round, and I had no idea. And there's really no way for me to have ever known that this round was as hot as it was.
And the thing about it is that like it's like it doesn't have any like outside protections or anything like that. this is all of it. This is the whole 50 cal gun. You know, it's not like the Barrett or anything like that. No, it's just metal. Oh, bro. All right.
So here you can see me taking the last shell casing out, and now I'm loading in the slap round.
Wow, that's a
I screw
very
the cap
weird way
on
to
all the
reload it.
way, and the gun closes completely, and everything is functioning as normal.
Looks
and
fine.
one thing is something someone may mention is maybe I didn't screw the cap on all the way. Well, you can clearly see the cap is screwed on all the way, and this gun actually will not close if the cap is not screwed on all the way. So everything was
Yeah.
functioning good on the gun. What I didn't know was the slap round that I put inside it.
It's good that it has that sort of thing, so it'll make a complete seal. And and of course, I think if it was screwed a little bit, like just a little bit, I don't think it would have closed if that was the case. And that's good. That's good. What can you say? Good safety.
It was extra hot, and I had no idea. And there's really no way for me to have ever known. These rounds are extremely rare, and they're very old. They're like $100 a piece. These aren't manufactured anymore, and really there's no way you can really know what's happened to them over time as they've passed hand to hand. I was under the impression that these were genuine military surplus rounds and hadn't been tampered with. So now I'm gonna actually
military surplus just means that that just means that they found the cheapest option.
show you what happened. It's not graphic. All the graphic stuff happened after the fact,
Yeah.
and I'm going to tell you all about that, but I am going to show you what happened just so you can see what happened to me that day.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god, that was so violent. Oh shit. Bro. Dude, if he wasn't wearing, dude, look how far back this scope goes into his skull. Oh shit. Oh my god, dude, this man is lucky he had that eye protection, because that recoil would have actually gone into his eye. Holy shit. Oh my god.
So when I pulled the trigger, the gun exploded almost
Very
immediately.
much.
So the first thing that went was this cap. And this cap
The whole gun
is
disassembled.
solid steel, and it is very, very heavy. If you look right here, the threads are sheared off of this gun completely.
They're all gone.
I spoke with Mark Serbu, and he said that normal pressures are 55,000 PSI. And for those threads to have sheared off and this cap to have just blown off like that, we're looking at over 85,000 PSI. So the cap blows off.
Wow.
It's kind of hard to put these on because of my little nose brace. I'll explain. But safety glasses are on. And this cap, you can see this little crescent here.
Oh my god, that would have
This cap
gone.
hit me right there. I'm not really sure which way, probably more like this.
Yeah, that's
But it
that's
struck
more
me in
right.
the face.
Oh my god, dude, that would have actually gone through his skull. That what is it? That much pressure, and what is it? And that much speed. I think that would have gone through his skull if he wasn't wearing eye protection. Holy shit, man. Dude, I'm gonna lie, man. Those safety glasses look like they're flimsy as hell, but oh my god. Wow, talk about what is it? I've seen various clips of safety glasses saving lives and things. Yeah, guys, you know, if you're working on, if you're doing things that need safety glasses, wear them safety glasses, man. It is life or death, and for some of these things, you just never know. Jeez.
When this cap hit me in the face, it broke my orbital bone in 3 spots, here,
Yeah.
here, and here. It also broke my nose, and that's why I have this on. I've had to have facial surgery to repair all this. Here's the really bad part though. On this lower,
yeah.
normally there's these 2 ears that stick up right here. And this is what prevents you from closing the gun when the cap's not on all the way.
Those are
If
completely
the cap
gone.
is on all the way, it will fit perfectly right here with those ears pushed up against it. When the cap blew off the gun,
It completely
it came
ripped it
straight
off.
back, shearing those
Oh.
ears off the lower. One of these
Wow.
is still at the hospital, and this is the one we found. This one zipped right past my head, went
my
inside
God.
my hat, blew a hole through it, and took it off my head what appears 7 to 8 feet. Now the other one,
Jesus Christ, bro. Dude, there would have been so many things I could have actually inserted in this man's skull and probably, man, and probably would have gone to the other side. That's, wow.
is what almost ended me.
Yeah.
The other ear hit me right here in the throat.
Ooh.
It proceeded to lacerate my jugular vein and then punctured a hole in my right lung. As for my hand,
good.
my best guess is this is what did it. In the video, you
Yeah.
can see that the stock almost disappears instantly. I believe it came in a downward motion and hit my finger.
Oh, wow.
You have your natural bend in your index finger. Well, this bone right here looked like a V. So my finger looked like a big W. So back to the lacerated
God.
jugular. I've now been hit in the throat, and I'm not really sure what happened because when this cap hit me in the face, I went blind in my right eye instantly. I have vision coming back now, and they say my eyes should make a full recovery.
Yeah.
But in that moment, I went completely blind in this eye, and it was like I had been punched. And I went.
Damn, how was it? Damn, what's that even? Well, granted, like there was probably so much trauma to his right face that you know with the cap flying to his face and dang.
Went backwards and I landed on all fours. A lot of you wonder who is behind the camera in my videos. This is my dad. His name is also Scott. If he had not been out here with me, that would have been it for me.
Yeah, he would have. Yeah,
He
he's
come
done.
running up and he let me know of my injuries because I was still in a daze. I've just been punched in the face by a big metal cap. And he let me know real quick that there was a hole in my neck and I was losing a lot of blood really fast. My dad shoved his thumb into my neck and said, "Put your thumb there." Now that I'm aware of what's going on, I took my left thumb, I took my shirt, wrapped it in my shirt, and I shoved it as far into my neck as possible.
Yeah.
I was not aware that my jugular was lacerated, but I did know this is really bad. I have a law enforcement background, and I've been trained in injuries and wounds and gunshots and things like that.
Yeah.
And I know very well that if you get hit in the neck, it's
done.
not good because
Yeah, you're basically done for. Yeah. Yeah, when you cut or lacerate or anything like that of your jugular vein, you have like at least like a minute till you're gone, because the issue is that the jugular vein, that's one of the main that's like one of the main veins where your heart is pumping blood. So if I've seen uh I've seen clips of like really bad like cut jugular veins, and the amount of blood that actually shoots out, and it shoots out. Yeah, you're gone. You're gone in about a minute. So he's incredibly lucky.
you can't tourniquet a neck. After I had
No,
plugged
you
the
cannot.
hole, I applied extreme pressure, pinched my head down into my hand, and made a run for the truck. So the truck here was right near us. There's a trailer attached. I had to run around the front. I jumped in the passenger seat. Dad jumped in, and we took off. And this all happened in a matter
I'll be
of
right back.
seconds.
Okay, I'll be right back. 1, 2, 3. All right. All right, sorry, I had to attend to some things. All right, let's go.
and just hauling tail into town. Something I forgot to mention, this upper weighs like 25 pounds. And you can
Yeah, it
see in
looks
the
like it.
video that it just gets thrown off the table. So much pressure came out the back of this upper that it launched it off the table. It's an insane amount of energy that was thrown into my body. So now we're driving very fast into
100%. Yeah.
town. I am applying constant pressure.
For what is it? Yeah, that the way how that flung too, like the way how that launched forward. Oh yeah, that was a significant amount. What is it? Amount of force behind that, because that is heavy. That 20 pounds to even throw 20 pounds from that bit of a distance. Oh yeah, damn, that's crazy, man.
Pressure to my throat, and I'm breathing very slowly, trying to control my heart rate, because the faster your heart rate, the faster you're going to bleed. My
Yeah.
dad's driving, so I thought it would be nice of me to call the ambulance. My dad didn't agree with this, but I wanted to do it myself because I wanted to try and stay awake. I needed to be doing something to keep myself conscious. If you have an iPhone, there's this nifty little feature on the side here, and if you hit that button one too many times, it'll call 911. This can be kind of annoying when you're trying to shut off your alarm in the morning, but when there's a lot of bodily fluids on your
Yeah.
phone and you can't open it, it comes in really handy. I got on the phone with 911 and I let them know what had happened and that we were coming into town and they were going to send an ambulance to meet us halfway. There were several times where I thought I was going to pass out. And I knew if I passed out that that was going to be it, because
Yeah.
my dad's driving. If I pass out, who's going to keep applying pressure to my neck to keep me from bleeding out? Times like this, you really need something to focus on, and I focused on my kids. I had their faces in my brain, and I just focused on them, and I fought as hard as I could.
Yeah, of course. You gotta need something to inspire you, because you're like at you're practically at your wits end right there. So it's understandable why he felt that way.
Stayed conscious the entire time. We met the ambulance halfway, they got me loaded up, and we took off towards the hospital. And like I said, I know that I was in a bad spot, and I don't know if you know this, but if your jugular is completely severed, you have 30 seconds. I knew that being hit in the throat, I may not have much time, but the closer we got to the hospital, the more my confidence built, and I thought, hey, maybe I'm gonna be all right. When I was in the ambulance, I asked them to cut my shirt off because I was having trouble breathing, and I thought maybe I'd been hit in the chest as well. They cut my shirt off, there wasn't anything there, but when I got to the hospital, they x-rayed me, and they said my right lung had collapsed because it had
Oh
filled with blood,
wow,
and that was from this little guy here puncturing my lung as well. So from there, they had to intubate me
buddy, that's even crazier.
while I was wide awake, and I tell you, that is not fun. Take this long
No,
metal
why
rod
would
with a
it?
point on it, and they stick it through your rib cage, and
E.
it wasn't fun. After that,
No,
I was feeling a
sounds
little better. I
awful.
could breathe a little better. And then they wanted me to take my thumb out of my neck, and I was like, we're not taking my thumb out of my neck. You just wrap it up with some tape, it's stay there. But they told me I had to take my thumb out of my neck. So they had a bunch of gauze and packing, and as soon as I pulled it out, they packed my throat. When I pulled my thumb out, that's when I saw my finger, and they said that I audibly said, oh, that's not good, because my finger looked like a big W. They informed me
Oh
after that
god.
that they were gonna have to life flight me to Vanderbilt Hospital in Nashville, Tennessee. Very, very good hospital with very, very good doctors.
They probably saw his injuries. They're so severe. They're like, man, we don't have like we have the tools to sustain you, but we don't got the tools to fix you. Partly because it was so they probably didn't even have the staff either. So yeah, they had to airlift them to even probably to a main city hospital. That's insane.
Obviously, I'm here making this video. Big shout out to Vanderbilt Hospital. You guys are the best. So now they're about to knock me out, and at this moment, I realize that this may be the last time that I see my wife or see my dad, because once they knock you out, that's it. Either they're gonna fix you or you're not waking up. My wife had arrived. I called her in there, I held her hand, and we had words, and then I called my dad in to pray. And after that,
Yeah, of
I remember
course.
waking up in Vanderbilt Hospital, hooked up to every
Oh
machine
my
possible.
God, dude.
I'm gonna throw
Look at him. Damn, he's rough.
some pictures in here. So
Eee.
they did a number on me. So you can see this cut here, and this actually goes all the way down to right here. To
Yeah.
repair my jugular and my lung,
Mm-hmm.
they had to open up my chest completely. They cut me completely open, just like open heart surgery. They told me a guy my size should hold 6 to 8 units of blood, and total, from all the blood I lost from the initial injury and the surgeries, they had to give me 5 units. There was also a
Ooh. Basically
there was
a whole
also a chance
transfusion.
that I could have had a stroke. To repair your jugular vein, they have to pinch it off. Well, your jugular vein supplies the oxygenated blood to your brain. So they can only pinch it off for so long. They pinch it off, they repair it, then after that, when they open it back up, all that blood rushes into your brain, and there's a chance you could have a stroke. Praise God, I did not have a stroke as well. As for my hand and my face, they had to do surgery on that as well. I have pins in my finger to hold it in place. And like I said, they had to repair my orbital bone in 3 spots. As you can see, they cut me here and right here. And they also cut inside my mouth.
I'll be honest with you, that distance, and then you see that distance of that cut, and then when you see it up close, it does not do it justice. Holy crap, that looks way worse.
All the way back here to the front to be able to get to all of those spots. So I had a breathing tube in, but I still wanted to talk. I wanted to know what had happened to me and what was going to happen. Well, my nurse, Cody, shout out to that guy, best nurse ever, brought me a dry erase board so that I could write and ask questions. I wanted to talk to my wife. Well, he would call her for me, and then I would write out what I wanted to say, and he would say it over the phone for me, and then I could sit there and talk to my wife. Also, I really wanted a mellow yellow. I was craving it so bad. When I was finally unhooked from everything, I
want a
remember
mellow
sitting in my
yellow.
room, and he peeked his head in.
Is that that's an alcohol, right? Or is that a seltzer? I can't remember which one it was. I've seen them around. I just can't remember what they
He
were.
was like, "Can you eat and drink now?" I said, "Yeah." And he handed me a mellow yellow. Coolest nurse ever. So for about 2 days, I had tubes coming out of the front of my chest, one tube coming out of my right side, and one tube coming out from behind my collarbone to drain everything around my lungs. And I had to carry this little vacuum pack with me. They removed those really quick. I'm healing extremely fast. They kicked me out of trauma within a few days. This happened on April 9th, which is a Friday. I went home the following Saturday. There is a lot more to this story when it comes to my injuries and everything that I had to do to overcome them. Long story short, I shouldn't be standing here. I should be 6 foot under, and if it wasn't for God, I wouldn't be talking to you right now. So I know there's one big question that you're all wondering. What's gonna happen to Kentucky Ballistics, and am I gonna keep making videos? And the answer to that is absolutely. I'm not gonna quit doing what I love because of a freak accident.
I mean, I'll be honest with you. That's considering how many. I don't. I mean, I'm gonna, take a leap of this man has shot tens of thousands of rounds. That's just one round that can happen. And I'm pretty sure he has other like misfired rounds before, but that right there with that 50 caliber round exploding, considering that it is a really old round, um I can see why I've seen others when they deal with very old rounds like that, they tend to shoot them in a distance, which is understandable why. Now I get it. Because I think I've seen Demolition Ranch kind of do that before, as well.
There's nothing that can keep me from continuing on. I love what I do, and I appreciate every single one of you. I am healing at a Wolverine rate. I am healing so fast that really a lot of people have been kind of confused at how fast I'm healing. That's God. He's healing me quick. And I'm going to keep making videos, and I cannot wait to get back out here. I have some videos planned, and I think you're gonna like them. It's gonna be some really funny stuff. Also, I know there's gonna be a good bit of you that wanna support me while I'm healing, and I really, really appreciate that, but I don't wanna do a GoFundMe or anything like that. If you wanna help me out, I want you to get something out of it too. So we got some new
Just put a
shirts.
thumb in it. Oh,
The
that's
doctors
awesome.
told me that if it wasn't for this thumb, that I would have died. This thumb saved my life. And my wife came up with this saying. She said, just put a thumb in it. And I thought that was the funniest thing ever. So
That's awesome.
that's what we're going with. We have just put a thumb in it shirts. I think these are awesome. And if you want to support me, there's a link in the description down below. They're available now. Pick you up a shirt and support Kentucky Ballistics. This is not my normal content and definitely not what you expected me to post this week, but this is something I felt like I needed to let you know. Again, this was a complete freak accident, and there's no way I would have ever known just how hot that round was until it was too late. So like I said, I'm healing really fast, and I'm gonna be back to it as soon as possible. But in the meantime, keep your eyes peeled for some pretty interesting videos I have planned and my update videos. Before I close this video, I just wanna say how much I appreciate every single one of you. Thank you for making what I do possible. And I know that the majority of you are going to be extremely supportive right now, and I really, really appreciate that. Don't forget, if you want to pick up a shirt, there's a link in the description down below. And as always, my name is Scott. My name is Scott, and you will most definitely see me next time.
Oh my God. And he's he still got it. Dude, you have no idea. You have no idea from an accident like this would have stopped people from doing, from doing what they want to do for a while, or what they're doing for a while. Sometimes ever. Some people just straight up just like, no, I'm not gonna do it anymore. I'm just gonna put it down. It's stops here and now and all that. It happens all the time. But wow, what a trooper, man. This man, he is 100% a trooper, and he's absolutely strong for doing that. That's awesome. It's completely amazing. But man, it's incredible of just simply just the eyewear. Just the safety glasses is what saved his life. And of course, that what is it? That little thing with whipping past his head. Man, there were two projectiles that came at this man's face. Interesting choice of words. That could have taken his life. That could have easily one probably couldn't one would have launched into his skull, and the other probably would have penetrated through the entirety of the skull. But wow, that's crazy. But man, the other one being in his lungs, oh my God. Oh, it's crazy, man. That's crazy. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Leave a like, subscribe. Um, check out Kentucky Ballistics. He's great. And I'll check you guys on the next one. Peace. My God, dude. This man's so lucky to be alive. 100%, man. 100%.